The Secrets of the Marsh by Paul McCann, a short story. The sound of snapping and snarling echoed through the clear morning air. Suddenly, beneath a blanket of mist, a group of Irish wolfhounds uncovered themselves with wide open jaws and long stretching legs. Running like a flame through the dry forest, the wild dogs chased the prey into corners, and as their victims lay motionless, a presence of the kill protested in vain. Marsh creatures emerged out from their holes and looked on helpless as wild geese and other small animals tried to fight off their savage attackers. And then the sound of a horn blew and scattered the pack of wolfhounds, as from the edge of the forest a group of wolf women emerged, holding fiery logs in their hands.
"We must wait until the time is right,"
said Leeser, who stood as the leader among the group.
"When will that be?"
asked Mies, the tallest of them all.
"When night falls,"
came the reply from Leeser. As Leeser collected wood, the others lit a fire on the marsh. Placing wild geese on the embers, they fed themselves on the wolfhound's kill. After they had eaten, they sat around the fire, matching brute strength, arm in arm, wrestling and showing their great ability to leap over the flames of the fire. Suddenly a few wild pigs came running straight from the forest towards the wolf women. As the pigs hurtled themselves towards, Lisa held up her hand and commanded the pigs to lie down. The pigs all came over and lay down at the feet of the wolf women. Then, as the dark cloak of night threw itself over the marsh, every noise overspilt over the marsh and filled every crack and ledge with wonder, and over the rocks the wind whispered, "At last! At last!"
"At last the time has come,"
said Lisa. A tall, dark stranger walked towards the wolf women. A light shone around the head of the person who drew near. "Do you wish to step back from this place?" said the stranger. Lisa looked into the face of the visitor that shone like the sun. She covered her eyes and said,
"Master of the marsh, I am told that you have the powers greater than me."
"Wolf woman, leave this place, for it belongs to me." But the wolf woman had great skill and cunning, and told the stranger,
"It is known all over the land that the fear you putting over the marshlands takes the shape of the wolfhounds, and that the mist is nothing but a trick. I have fire from the forest, so it is you that has to leave this place."
"Even the wolfhounds must keep their distance from the forest dwellers. What is it that is in that horn that you blow?" asked the stranger.
"It's not the horn, but the hands that hold it, and the breath that blows it."
"Ah, I see." The stranger took a few steps back. Leeser and the wolf women circled around the stranger, who lifted his cloak and tossed it into the air. It fell to the ground like a stone and shattered into pieces. Suddenly a strange mist crept over the marsh and clung to the air. People of the marsh, to the edge of the forest, saw the path that opened up, but between the trees and the lowlands, large creatures walked out, down the path, and shook the ground with every step. The woman of the forest never moved an inch. "We have no fear of your tricks,"
Yeah, this is the limit to your powers then. We'll have nothing to worry about. Your illusions have no place here,
said Leeser. A number of wolfhounds ran across the marsh.
So you fear us then,
said Leeser.
Ah, here I am, at home, and you are trespassing. I am the master of the marsh, and I could destroy you all in an instant,
said the stranger.
I may be so, but I know you have a secret,
said Lisa. He stomped his foot and his face stopped glowing.
Please, you must understand.
Lisa pulled a dagger from her shoulder strap and threw it at the dark figure. The stranger fell to the ground and his body turned into a marsh snake. Lisa and the other women spread their thick wolf skins over the snake.
You are now in our keep,
said the wolf woman as they bundled up the skins and threw them onto the fire.
Where there's nothing to fear, you cannot control. We found your secret, master of the marsh, and now you must leave this place,
said Leeser. The flames from the fire spat out huge balls of light that spread itself over the forest and returned back to the wolf women. A light shimmered around Leeser's head, and a voice from the marsh said,
You are victorious over the keeper of the marsh, because of the truth you have spoken.
Wise wolf women, you are the select ones, and I congratulate you. You must remain here and become like a river of light. The entire marsh was illuminated and transformed into a green pasture. The path into the forest became a river that cut through the horizon, and a voice echoed from the river of light. Without fear, truth will survive. With this knowledge, you have the power to control and become rulers over all of the land. The story here begins with you. Goodbye. And trees sprung up around the women, who began to sing in harmony together, and their singing was heard over all of the land by men who were so entranced by the songs that they blindly followed the sound, where they remained with the wolf women as long as the truth remained. And from that day to this day, singing can still be heard all over the land. The end.